What's up, guys? It's the Bohemian Nomads. We are coming to you live from
Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
With the little cousins. We are hanging out in their pool.
The hot tub, but it's their pool.
So, right off rip, we want to start by saying God is good, and we thank you all so much for the donations. And we are gonna be up and running here Monday
Hopefully
morning,
by Monday afternoon.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. We're praying still. But a lesson that we learned out of all of this, you know, as bad as it looked, was what, boys? What did we teach you?
Take the good out of it, or take the bad out of the good.
No, you had it right.
Take the good out of the bad.
There you go.
There you
Take the
go.
good out of the bad.
Take the good out of the bad. And if we would have continued on with our trip and had our transmission went out when we were farther down the road, we would have been out in Nebraska somewhere, and
Or stuck in a snowstorm.
we would have been, stuck in a snowstorm at 19 degrees. The temperature dropped in Colorado for 70 degrees. And we would have been, stranded. So the lesson was to slow down. God will make you stop if you need to take time to at least enjoy your family. And we are literally so blessed. Once again, thank you guys
Yeah, we
so
really
much.
appreciate it.
So to continue on, we'll actually give you guys a briefing of what actually happened. So we're cruising down the highway. We had just left Cedar Rapids, and we were headed to, we just actually went through Des Moines, and
Just the capital, Iowa. We drove all the way here from Chicago because that's where we last left off with y'all. And spent some time with our Uncle Woody and Aunt Pam. Got to see Kristen and her boys. And we left. And then we got, 30 minutes, 27 miles out of Des Moines, and the RV just starts bogging out. Every time Clay wants to try to get it out of first gear, it's squealing, it's whining. Hurry up, get off the exit. Thankfully, there was an RV shop right off the road, but it was a diesel shop.
so
And
he told us that's a no-go. He couldn't work on it, but he could look at it and see if it was messed up. And sure enough, it was, he told us there was an internal problem. We need to get it to a shop as soon as possible. Closest shop was
30 minutes away in Des Moines, so we risked the RV and drove it all the way back. Got to a Walmart.
it was the most hectic drive of my life. I got off the exit, and the transmission is just squealing. It's barely grabbing, and I'm hitting every single red light. And in the RV, oh no! And I'm almost foot completely to the floor, and the RV is just barely creeping off. And the last thing to finish it off was this giant hill that I had to go up before getting to this where the shop was. We actually pulled into a Walmart because there was not room for us at the time. And I barely get it in there. I'm whipping it like a maniac to just keep the momentum up from cruising down the hill. And we literally just prayed that night that it wasn't anything bad. Got up the next morning. We had
I
tow
called
truck.
the insurance company at 7 a.m., mind you, because I know how long they take to get a tow truck out. Said that a tow truck would be out there at 8:15. Well, 8:06.
Yeah.
8:15 rolls around, no tow truck. I call them, and they're like, well, I don't know what you're talking about because insurance never got hold of me. So I was like, that's awesome. Call the insurance company. They don't know who or what dropped the ball. So I'm telling them, listen, dude, I need an insurance company out or a tow truck out here in the next 20 minutes because...
Whoa. Jets.
20 minutes so we can get the RV to the shop that's literally 0.3 miles up the road so we don't miss our appointment and we can get this thing fixed. And they can't find nobody to come out in less than an hour. It's going to take at least an hour. So I'm sitting in my car again with the insurance company. Clay's trying to get the RV to move because we're like, well, screw it at this point. We're just going to have to do it. We got to drive it up there. Well, Clay had to take the car dolly off so he could back.
It's pouring down rain.
Yeah,
Pouring down rain. I put the RV in drive and it goes backwards. And I'm like, oh no.
We only
So,
have reverse at this point.
I hop out, have to take the dolly off because where I was at, I could not back it anywhere, safely. So I have to take the dolly off, push it up the hill, and I, hop back in the RV, put it in reverse. I have reverse, so I'm like, all right, back it up to where I'm facing down the hill. I hop back out, grab the dolly, get it hooked up again. I hop back in the RV and I'm just soaked, drenched. My feet are soaking wet. Mad, and I put it in drive and it still doesn't do nothing. It just and luckily I start coasting, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna see how far I make it. And I start going down the hill and I get enough speed, and by the bottom of the hill there's a light and the light was green. I finally got something. I toasted the transmission, gunned it to the floor, went up, made it literally just to the top of the hill, and was able to turn into the shop and almost ran into another RV.
Oh.
So I slammed on the brakes,
Put it in park.
Put it in park.
Get the car dolly off.
Yeah,
and
got
then
the
we
car
run
dolly off.
in.
Tried to put it in reverse to pull back away from the other RV, and it rolled forward. And I said, "Well, it's it. That's over
Yep,
with."
that
Put it in
was
park. Ran inside, and they were
toasted.
like, "Hey, don't worry about it, man. We'll get it. We'll move it. Just get your things out of it. We'll have it for a couple days. We'll call you tomorrow and let you know how much it's gonna be." Sure enough, that. Or
They
it
call
was actually that later that day.
Yeah, we were driving back to Cedar Rapids. It was a 2-hour drive. We were an hour and a half away, so about a half hour into our trip, if not an hour. And he calls us and he's like, "Okay, well, we definitely have to rebuild this transmission. And it's gonna be $3,500 without tax included." And I was like, "Well, what is it with tax included?" And he said, $3,745. And we're like, okay, whatever.
Ow.
And then he's like, well,
Ouch.
do you want me to go ahead? And I was like, I mean, yeah, it has to get fixed. I mean, whatever.
We'll figure out the money later.
And then he was like, well, I could have it possibly done tomorrow. I said, nah, take your time, bud, because I'm not going to have that much money tomorrow. And he was like, okay, well, let's plan for Monday. So we continue driving on to Cedar Rapids. We started telling everybody what's going on. And Clay's Uncle Woody, Bob, started a fundraiser on Facebook and called it Clay and Alyssa's Emergency Fund. And currently that's up to $155. And then Clay started one and, posted our story on there and raised $460 before we shut it down, because just in a matter of 3 hours of posting this, thanks to a lot of everybody just donating, and 4 people really pulled through for us. My mom and dad, my grandma.
Thank you guys.
Rylan and Jenna.
Thank you guys.
We appreciate
And
y'all.
everybody else
Can't
who we
thank you
didn't
enough.
name, I could go through the list. We actually took pictures of it all.
On my phone that we are recording on, so we can't
We got
go through
you
and list
guys.
everybody, but we seriously appreciate you all and can't thank you enough.
We will give you guys all a shout out on the next vlog. We're gonna actually have the names, and we plan on giving back to you guys, because we're not one to just take and not give back. So when we get on our feet, we're going straight to Vegas, and we're on a money mission to make sure we can get all this money back as soon as possible, and even more if we can. So thank you guys for watching. Keep watching, because it keeps us motivated. We would have
Yes,
probably
definitely.
almost called it quits if it wasn't for everybody else.
Appreciate y'all's support, because that's the main thing that really keeps us going.
Thank you. We love you guys.
And we are so happy that we got to meet Caden and Kane. We love y'all.
Little Kane.
Peace out, guys.
Later.